My name is Jacqueline Rose, and I do not think it's a coincidence that you have clicked on my channel. So maybe watch this video and a couple more and see if anything that I say resonates with you. And if you like anything, subscribe to my channel and follow me on my journey. So today I wanted to talk about this thing that I did. It's called breath work. I don't even remember exactly where I came across breath work or hearing about breath work, but I YouTubed it. I YouTube everything because that's how I learn. So last night I did it for the first time. And you know, I'm all new to this whole meditation thing. I've only really been doing it all the time for the last 2 months. Once all the spiritual awakening thing happened, then I was all about it. Like, once it happens for you, you will learn to meditate because that is what you need to do in your life to be happy. Just keep doing it until it works. But I did this breath work and I put, because I've heard when you're meditating, it's good to cover your eyes. So I got one of those face masks. My son had an extra one. Yes, he is fancy, so he needs a face mask to go to sleep with a light on. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. So I did it with the face mask, and I was doing these rhythmic breathing pattern, and then letting your body relax. And I felt like I was tripping. It was crazy. It was pretty cool though, because I was observing myself and being myself. So if you know about the law of attraction and you know about meditation, you observe, you literally kind of step back and go, what am I doing right now? So I was in meditation and letting my body fall into this relaxation, and like my whole body buzzes, like feel the energy. It's crazy. And then I literally could feel, I saw these like patterns and these more of these patterns, and it was just like this, the way that you got your body into this state, and I'm in it, feeling it, being it, but at the same time observing it, because I'm like, man, I can't wait to fucking get up out of this so I can go tell Jason, because this shit's so cool. Because you feel like you're tripping, but you're not tripping like you would on a dirty drug. You just have this like body sensation, and that's how I don't know. It's weird because sometimes I'll just get these images that come at me, and I'm like, okay, what does that image mean? What am I looking for in this? You know, or these flashes. I've gotten these like almost like thunder and lightning. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure people that have been into meditation have been going through this enlightening process for a while, like this shit's normal for them, but it ain't normal for me. It's crazy. But I mean, I know I feel these sensations when you're meditating, and this peace when you're meditating, but this was a different level. So it's like I don't know. And I don't know because I'm in a higher vibrational state naturally, because I see myself getting better at turning over the bad thoughts in my head. I don't get them as much. I still have to fight through stuff, but still. So maybe because I'm in this high vibrational state, when I'm doing these meditations, it's more of like a sensation. But it was pretty cool. So you should YouTube guided breathwork meditation if you're interested. And try it a couple times, see if it works. Because, I don't know, something was different there. Then this is the book, guys, I have been talking about. Spiritual Philosophy, the 12 Primary Life Lessons. So if you keep occurring these lessons, if you have a situation that keeps occurring over and over again in your life, there is a lesson to be learned in it. These explain the lessons, and you will see yourself in a lot of these lessons. Like, for instance, I've said it in other videos, I never felt like I was good enough for my mom. I never felt like anything I did would stop her from drinking. I felt like I tried to make the house nice, and I tried not to get in trouble, but it didn't work. And then I had my husband, and had a falling out with my mom, and then my husband became my mother. And I never felt like I could do anything good enough for him. And I just constantly didn't feel like anything that I did, he always found something. And that's just kind of his personality, which there are some great aspects to that. Like, there are some amazing aspects about being detailed. But when it comes to your wife that has problems with never thinking she's good enough, it ain't so good. So I had to really fight against that, and I still have to fight against it. Then I've said I've had certain friends in my life, they know who I'm talking about, and that I've always compared myself to them. And I could never be good enough. I just kept doing it until I decided and learned to love myself. Then did I feel good enough, and then everything else. And then you realize why people do what they do. Like, I know that my mom probably got that imprinted on her, and unintentionally she printed it on me, which unintentionally I was doing it to my son. Like, the way I was trying to mother him, even though it was different than my mom, was still giving him that I'm not good enough. Because I see it in him. I see that he thinks that, like, but Mom, I can't read very good. And so what I was doing was going, you have to do this or you're not going to be able to do that. You're like, if you don't read, I still do this sometimes. Yeah, I notice it right now. If you don't learn to read, then Jackson, what type of jobs are you getting? And I'm having him imagine that. And your imagination right now is huge because the veil is thin. It's thinner than it was. Energetically, we have moved forward, okay? And so when I was saying these things, those are the things that he imagines. So that he can make those things into reality, and that's why he got worse. So now, as a mom, I don't say those things. I try to continuously mention how good he is at things. Like, so what, Jackson? You're not great at reading. I wasn't great at reading when I was younger, but I read better now. But you have an amazing personality, and I show him when he's out. Like, look at all the people that they think you're, literally all the time people come up to him or up to me out when they don't, know anything about Jackson. They're like, oh my God, he's so well behaved. He's so friendly. He's so nice. He's so funny. He has an amazing personality if you don't piss him off. Hello, like Mama and Dad. And so I highlight those things. And then I say, hey, what do you imagine you're going to look like when you're older? Like, how strong are you going to be? And can we imagine an A on that paper? I want you to imagine yourself reading these books because that does help, okay? You do put effort behind your imagination, but the more you imagine things, the more of your effort goes along with it, okay? So I don't know. I just got off on a ramble. Read the book. I still have to do the test in the back. You have like 3 different people do the test to see what life lessons you're supposed to learn. This will help you lose weight. This will help you get the man of your dreams. This will help you get the career that you want because then you will notice the patterns. See, we have blind spots to ourselves. So we don't notice our own patterns. When you start looking at yourself as like a machine or a computer or things that were imprinted on you, when you start looking at yourself differently and understand the game of life, then you are able to, figure it out. Look at it differently. See things at a different, just look at life differently. Everything. I see movies different. I hear songs different. And then on top of that, now I get messages. Now I get like, I can hear spirit talking to me in the way that it can where it doesn't freak me out. Because I'm not, I just got to take it. Tell spirit, like, I am ready for, I don't need to see right now. Little figures in the corner, just like a little movement is cool. I ain't trying to see, like, I'm just little by little, okay? Because it's freaky. Anyways, I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about the breathing, and then I don't have a whole lot of time left on my camera. I also wanted to talk about my oracle cards. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle on my own. I am going to pick a card. I'm going to read it, and I will explain the card to you. And I will have me intuition. Hopefully the angels will help my intuition talk about whatever needs to be talked about to whoever's watching. That's what my intent here is. Intent is huge, is to help somebody that watches this. And so I feel like Spirit will choose the card for me, and I will talk about whatever the card means to me, and maybe it will resonate with somebody else. But I don't really like reading it. I might go back to reading it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out everything, you have to figure out how to get these messages. You have to figure out the game of why you get the things that you get. So I'm just rolling with it here, okay? Trying different things and see what works and what feels comfortable to me. But that is it. I hope y'all have an amazing week. I'm trying to put out a lot of videos just because I need to get more used to it, and then I have to start learning how to edit these videos and get programs and stuff like that. But little by little, 2 months in, 2.5 months in, I don't think it's too bad. I'm doing okay. Anyways, peace out.